Sup nerds! Yesterday we took a look at one of the 2 free games that Epic gave us on Thursday, that being World War Z Aftermath. I really like that one. You can check the video for that one out later if you haven't yet, but today we are going to be talking about the other free game that we got, called Garden Story. And just as a reminder, but if you get the Epic Games app for Android phones through their site because they're not available on the Play Store, you can log in with your existing Epic Games account, and there they will give you 2 paid games for free, being able to claim them from the 20th of every month until the 20th of the next month. I didn't talk about this last month, but we did get Bloons TD6 and Dungeons of the Endless Apogee. And as you can see here, I did get both last month and then uninstalled it from my phone to make some space. But here you can see that I can still install them now whenever I want. Not only so, but they do send you a receipt email saying that you did purchase for $0, so you did claim it forever. And the free games this week are Knights of the Old Republic 1 and Knights of the Old Republic 2. 2 fantastic games to have. There are 2 amazing classic RPGs. Anyway, I just thought I'd let you all know since we all love free stuff here. But anyway, let's go back and talk about Garden Story. Now right off the bat, it is a very cute looking game, but what grabbed my attention first was this soundtrack here. It's so, I don't know, cozy I guess. It's nice. In fact, I'll keep this playing in the background for the rest of the video. But anyway, this is of course a much simpler game than what we've covered in our weekly free Epic Games video so far, but it is evident that a lot of love was put into this game. The story here goes that you are a sprout. Well, you're a grape actually, but in this world, the Grove, there is a sacred vine that creates sprouts, which are the living forms in the grove. You, the grape, are the youngest sprout to have been created, and it has been your duty to take care of the sacred vine so that it may produce more sprouts. That said, something is wrong with the vine, and it hasn't been creating any more sprouts since you. Not only so, but there are dark blobs called the Rot that come out mostly at night and are encroaching on the grove, corrupting everything around them, including all of the other vegetables and fruits. But while all this is going on, the guardian of the village, who is the Plum, is apparently leaving for another village and appoints you as the new guardian of this village. So it is now up to you to take care of this village. Now, I'll be honest with you, when I saw the aesthetics and thinking it was a cozy game, I automatically imagined that this was going to be a farming game of sorts. It didn't really help that the first thing they had you do was to water the sacred vine. Not only so, but they do give you farming tools as weapons as well. But from the little that I played, there was no actual farming so far. And though there is definite resemblance to Stardew Valley, from there having several villagers you can talk to, some of them even giving you specific jobs, and there being a job board with daily jobs for you to help the other villagers out, in Garden Story, each of these jobs do progress a bar that will improve and unlock new things for the village, and unlock stuff on the shops for you to buy. And maybe there's farming later on, I don't know, but until where I got, there was no farming yet. In fact, the gameplay was much more like old school Legend of Zelda games. You roll, you attack, hit switches with your weapon to solve puzzles in order to activate bridges, drink dew to recover health. All that is really nostalgic, yes. But also, there is a day and night cycle, and if you take too long, you won't be able to finish the daily jobs. You also get several kinds of tools, and for the collectors out there like me, there are some cosmetics for you to collect in the form of wearable hats, which is pretty cool if I say so myself. But despite having said mostly positive things so far, this isn't normally the type of game I would buy. I mean, yes, I love cozy farming games, but like I said, there was no farming here so far, and I do like 2D indie games, but I rarely play them on my desktop. So I guess it's a good thing that we are going to be trying them on our handheld. And here we are. There was a little issue with the controls, but I did figure it out. I had to go to the options, open the digital keyboard and press enter through there to change the controller. But now it's working. That is one task completed. Depositing the 2 saps will complete another one. Is this the forge box? Yeah, this is it. There you go. I'll complete it. Let's drink one more water to just fill out everything. Three saps. 5 saps. That's 3 saps. Yeah, so because this is a simple game, of course the controls are going to be very responsive. Of course it's going to run great without any issues. Just going to other people's houses and destroying things. But yeah, there's hats you can buy here. Just pretty cool. There is a seat here. So I guess there is farming after all. We'll buy it. Can't buy this item. Why are you selling it then? But yeah, it runs great. Sounds just as great as before. But playing on a handheld, I do think it feels better. But maybe Rog Ally is still like an overkill for it. I do like it. I do like that it fills up the screen quite nicely. But yeah, like I said, these aren't usually the type of games that I play. But it runs great. If this is something you would want to play on your handheld PC, then sure, why not? We got it for free. It plays great. Just as something to pass the time, I don't see any issues. It's not life-changing, I guess. Not many games are, but like it's okay. You know, it's fun. It's cute. Why not? Now, since it is a very light game, I figured we could try on our GPD Win. And yeah, it seems to work. I do have to go on keyboard because the default controls here are keyboard, I think. Yeah, so I'm having the same issues as on the Rog Ally. When I change to keyboard, I can't press enter. But then on joypad, I can't, the start doesn't work either. So I don't, I'll figure this out. It is raining quite hard here, so I'm sorry if you can hear that. There you go. Okay, yeah, so it's the same thing we have to do with Undying. We have to click and change before the game loads. But yeah, let's try it. Can you guys hear the rain? It's raining pretty hard here. It's kind of scaring me. Right trigger. So I'm starting to wonder if it's Epic Games itself that makes this heat up, because this is obviously not a very demanding game, but it is heating up quite bad. I did have to turn on the fan to the maximum, and that's what we were facing with Undying as well, right? Like, it didn't seem like that heavy of a game, but it did shut down for overheating. So I'm starting to wonder if maybe Epic running on the background does increase is eating up all the resources, because we did run Resident Evil 5 fine for like an hour of playing without any issues, whereas Undying for like 30 minutes it did overheat and shut down. And at the rate this is going, this is heating up quite a bit as well. I'm wondering if Epic Games is just not a very good platform to have on a GPD Win 1, just because it is a much weaker device by comparison. But for the most part it is running quite well, as you can see. The controls are responsive as well, nothing too crazy. I mean, it is, like I said, it is a very simple game, so obviously there's no way it's not gonna run. But like I said, it is heating up quite bad. And it's thundering quite bad too, so so yeah, maybe testing out Epic Games on this device isn't that great of an idea. I do play mostly stuff from GOG in here, because then I don't need to have a launcher on, right? I can just install it and be over with it. And maybe that is a better alternative than running Epic, because both games that we tried on Epic were both very light games, and both of them are heating up the system quite bad, which is not good. Because I also play Need for Speed Underground 1 on this, and yeah, Underground 1 is not that demanding either, but I did play over like 4 races on that without any issues. It did heat up a little, but I never had to turn on my fan at max on that, you know? I just had it on medium and it would be fine. So yeah, I'm not sure what running games from Epic is doing, because this is definitely a lot less demanding than Resident Evil 5 and Need for Speed Underground 1, and still they're heating up a lot more. But yeah, it does run quite well. If it wasn't for the heating up, it does run no issue, as it should, of course. And yeah, I would have liked to play this on a smaller form factor than the Rog Ally. So in my point of view, this GPD Win would have been pretty good, but at the way it is heating up, probably not a good idea. But yeah, a fun little small game, probably better on the handheld because it is such a simple game. But on the Rog Ally, I didn't like it too much because it is too bulky and beefy to play something like this. But that's not the game's fault, really. It's just it's just the cards that we were dealt with here. But yeah, if you enjoy cozy games or Legend of Zelda, then definitely give this a try, hit this up. Maybe it will be up your alley. It's not too much up my alley, but you know, it's not a terrible game. It's not a bad game. I do think it's decent. So yeah, that's what I had to show you guys. At least it hasn't shut down yet. It is heating up, but you know, there's no frame rate drop, no shutting down yet. So that's at least fantastic. But yeah, we'll see. Next time Epic Games gives away something small, we'll give it another try and see if it heats up like crazy on this one as well. Off the camera, I will try to play some of the other games that I already tested and see if those heat up as well, because maybe something happened to this, I don't know. But for now, if this continues with all of Epic Games stuff, then maybe we'll take out the GPD Win from the rotations for good. I don't want to keep making this overheat and then damage the system, because this is the very first GPD Win, so it is a collection piece, so I don't really want to damage that too much. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the 2 free games that we got from Epic this week. Let me know if you guys are gonna try any of the 2, and if you liked any of the 2. Like I mentioned before, I do have the World War Z Aftermath video up already, so you can go check that out if you haven't yet. Otherwise, leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Consider helping out the channel by clicking on the join down below to become a member. Subscribe to see more videos like this and of other in-game collection videos that I make in this channel. And of course, always nerd on.